Welcome to the new episode of Vibe Check.
Being real while we chill.
This is Mau,
Simena, Sophia,
Gia,
and I'm Kat. So, kamusta naman yung week nyo ngayon? We're currently in the middle of the week already.
yeah, so far so good. Okay. It's fun na hangover.
Yeah.
Lalo na sa paligid natin, puro sauna din.
Hindi nila lagi pinag-uusapan.
Exactly.
So yeah, speaking about sauna, meron tayong headline for this morning. Marcos sacks 3 police generals, 15 colonels. So, during President Marcos Jr. sauna last Monday, he declared that he would remove those in the PNP who is and would be involved in illegal drug trade. So the next day, yesterday, the president accepted the resignation of 3 police generals and 15 colonels due to their alleged involvement in an illegal trade of drugs. So those who resigned were what do you guys think about what he did for this resignation nung inaccept niya?
Actually, for me, this is like a big step kasi, di ba, coming from yung drug war era administration, parang it's actually parang nakikita natin na may progress tayo, seeing na he's open to accepting these kinds of resignations, lalo na Vice President natin is si Sara Duterte na anak ni former President Rodrigo Duterte. So, for me, ayun, big step siya. Actually, I kind of hindi ko in-expect yun sa kanya. So, for me, isa yun sa mga siguro magandang na nagawa niya siguro.
Yeah, and considering na madami nagkaroon ng extrajudicial killings sa previous administration, it's a good step. Like what you said na
Keeping them accountable.
yes, keeping them accountable regardless of their position in the government. So yun, those who resigned were ordered by the DILG to submit their courtesy resignation last January. So, yung DILG Interior Secretary si Benjamin Abalos Jr., sabi niya na the courtesy resignations of all those concerned were necessary to cleanse the ranks of the PNP of those involved in drugs.
Exactly. Para kasing yung din na yun, yung ginawa ng mga officials na yun is also a big step. Para kasi yung reputation ng PNP, kumbaga, after that drug war probe and drug war
Yeah.
nabubulol na. Pero ayun, after that drug war, parang step siya na parang maano yung kahit paano somehow yung image ng PNP sa mga tao. So parang nakikita nila may accountability ang PNP, gano'n, para sa akin.
However, considering that was requested in January pa, so medyo matagal lang din yung naging process. We're already halfway through the year. It's already June, so sana siguro mas bilisan yung process.
Exactly.
Matagal na siyang naging.
Yun lang din yung doon. Kahit na parang, parang naging bare minimum, kumbaga. Nakakatuwa yung ginawa nila, pero at the same time, yung process kasi ang tagal, kaya parang din.
Lalo na parang napapatunayan na due process is still very slow here.
Exactly. True.
Yeah, so next on our headline, this is for sports history is made. PH posts historic World Cup history. So, 𝗍𝗪𝗲𝗀 delivers the historic first ever goal for the Philippines in the World Cup stage. So, this victory boosts the Philippines' chances of going to the knockout stages to make it to the last 16. So, medyo unfamiliar tayo with football na. So, dahil siguro familiar naman tayo na yung talagang mainstream sports lang yung nasusuportahan
Like
sa
basketball.
Volleyball.
So, yun yung mga kadalasan nating nasusubaybayan. So, when yung gantong kinds of news ay nag-hit sa atin, talagang nagugulat tayo kasi minsan unaware tayo na who are we being represented sa world stage, di ba?
Yeah, and kasi when it comes to football or soccer, medyo hindi siya accessible to normal Filipinos eh.
Ordinary.
Yeah, kasi napapansin ko, lagi siyang sa area ng BGC, yung mga football field. So, hindi siya nagiging mainstream here in the Philippines. Kaya, itong nangyaring first goal, right?
Yes, first.
Grabe, big step siya for us in the
big
Philippines.
news.
It is. And nakaka-proud for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Bukod sa recognition na nakukuha nila, sana makakuha rin sila ng sapat na funding
Yeah,
para masuportahan yung training expenses and everything. Lalo na yung mga sports na hindi natin masyado nasusubaybayan. Sila yung may mga problema sa budgeting nila to actually compete internationally.
Yeah, and hindi lang football, diba? Madami pang sports like yung skateboarding and yung weightlifting. Si Adeline Diaz, diba?
Pole vaulting.
Ay lang din yung kasi pangit sa atin. Parang nabibigyan lang sila ng attention if nanalo na, 'di ba? So yun yung pangit siguro para sa akin. Kaya siguro maganda bigyan ng government ng support ang ating mga athletes. Hindi lang yung sa mga mainstreams like volleyball and basketball.
And basketball, yeah.
Exactly.
Tsaka siguro parang aside sa sports, diba, may mga board games din, parang medyo mahina din yung parang recognition, yung parang hindi masyadong yung attention sa kanila. Kaya minsan may nababalitaan lang tayo na nag-iibang bansa na lang or tinitigil na lang nila yung...
Or nagpapa-import.
Oo,
Yung
yung ganon.
sa ibang bansa, ganun. Kaya, ayun lang for me.
We need more representation.
Yeah, we need more
Philippines.
representation. Yeah, exactly.
And
Okay.
so next, kasi nararamdaman naman natin yung weather medyo hindi maganda. So, ayun, as EGA cancels classes or work. So, as bagyong EGA intensifies, more than 16,000 individuals or 4,554 families have been affected already according to the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council or NDRRMC. So, dahil nga sa hindi magandang panahon, 120 classes and 87 towns opted to declare suspensions. So, dahil nga ngayon na rainy season na naman, ano sa tingin niyo yung mga magandang preparations para tawag doon medyo mapaghandaan natin or ma-minimize natin yung mga damages? Ganun.
Siguro considering yung mga past na binagyo tayo, binaha tayo. Ano pa rin naman yung talagang bago pa dumating yung bagyo dito sa bansa natin, dapat prepared na lahat. Lagi naman yan nasa TV, maghanda ng flashlight, maghanda ng budget, ng food, and everything. Magtaas ng mga gamit. So, ayun lang naman. Yun, same lang din sa kung anong pinapakita sa TV. Lalo na kami, ilang beses kaming binaha nung bata kami talaga. Tapos kahapon, kinabahan din ako kasi ang lakas ng ulan sa amin kagabi. Tapos pagising ko, kinabukasan.
Ulan pa din sa amin pagkagising ko.
Pagising ko kinabukasan, suspended na yung klase ko. Maaraw na. Pero ayun, maganda yung ginawa din nila na suspension kasi nga, hindi natin alam mostly yung mga ulan, talaga hindi natin alam kung kailan sila lalakas.
So, on some parts din ng Metro Manila, kahit hindi ganong ramdam directly sa atin since di naman tayo talagang madadaanan ng bagyo directly. Still, nag-suspend ng classes talaga sa ibang part and it's only the start of the school year. So, magandang siguro ibalik yung discussion about sa gawing ulit April and May yung bakasyon rather than June, July. Dahil nung in-adjust, parang lalong yung mga bagyo parang nag-adjust din nila. Talagang
Sabihin sila no?
Pasukan talaga.
Okay.
Talagang sumasabay sila. Ayun.
Yeah.
So, ayun, kaya we should always look out for each other and be prepared for the worst case scenarios such as heavy flooding or landslides. So, kailangan mag-prepare tayo ahead of time. And syempre, if may mga pets tayo, make sure na they're also safe.
Okay, so that concludes our headlines. Now, let's transition to the main focus of this episode, which is yung violence against women. So, first off, syempre, ano ba to yung violence against women, Gia?
So, yung violence against women, yun yung mga nag-i-involve ng diverse forms of abuse and mistreatment such as physical, emotional, or psychological, sexual, domestic abuse, and exploitation. So, yung existence of these forms is supported by factual evidence and statistics na ipepresent natin as before we delve deeper into the issue.
Okay, so
due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the nation's resources were heavily diverted to pandemic response. So health, social, and legal services became largely inaccessible. During the lockdown, it is possible that domestic violence occurs, especially during the first 2 to 3 months of 2020. Because when restrictions were tightly enforced during the first 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Philippine National Police recorded a total of 620 rape instances in the National Capital Region alone, 294 cases in 2020 and 326 cases in 2021. Yet, as restrictions were gradually lifted in 2022, the number of cases sharply increased to 1,953.
Grabe.
So, nung lumawag na, parang nagkaroon na ng
nag-surge.
Tumaas siya.
So the pattern seemingly lines up with the premise of the lockdown restrictions and inaccessibility of services being inaccessible nga. Ay being parang not being somehow given that much priority during the pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Pero it's surprising na pandemic, tas may...
Oo, mayroon pa rin talaga.
I feel like nung pandemic nga, mas tumaas siya because women, they were locked in with their abusers.
Yes.
Parang more domestic abuse.
so
ganun.
mas dumadami yung abuse kasi nga women were with their abusers all the time. They weren't able to go out. Yeah, and then transportation was limited. Like, ang daming mga nakasarang, ano tag doon? Yung point?
Borders.
Nakasara yung mga...
Borders?
Basta nakasara yung mga
May mga borders talaga na nakalock.
So, syempre, nahirapan yung women to like go out and report their cases. Lalo na nakakatakot makapaglabas sila, magkaroon sila ng COVID. So, dumami talaga.
So, mga kakilala.
Right. 3 of the most reported cases are acts of lasciviousness, the RPC Art 336, rape, and Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act of 2004, which is the RA 9262.
Yeah, okay. So, ito naman, puro tayo numbers, no? So, between 2016 and 2021, the year 2016 saw the highest number of reported abuse cases for women, totaling to over 32,000 cases. However, over the past 6 years, the reported cases have been gradually declining, reaching over 12,000 in 2021. Bumaba pa yung nalagay na yun. So, according to the PSA report, there were over 15,000 violence against women, VAW, cases reported by the Philippine National Police in 2020, which was 27.2% decrease compared to the 21,366 cases in 2019. Just ko nakikilo na ako sa numbers. Pero in the NCR, alone, the Philippine Commission on Women recorded over 2,000 cases of VAW in 2018, which dropped to 1,726 cases in 2020. So, however, itong mga decreased incidents na to, it does not necessarily indicate na meron ng talagang full reduction na talaga sa violence against women. So, ang bigger concern dito is yung lack of concrete data due to the many cases going unreported.
Yes.
Diba?
So next naman is the cases of violence against women served by the DSWD from 2016 to 2021 were remarkably low compared to the reported cases during those years. So in 2021, only 1,208 cases were served, while there were 12,543 reported cases. So the lowest number of served cases was in 2017 with only 652, despite 26,423 reported cases that year. So in 2016 naman, yung year na may highest reported cases or 32,552 within the 6-year span. So the DSWD served only 1,046 cases. So the significant difference in numbers, particularly in the NCR, should alert the authorities to the severity of VAU in the country. From 1,867 cases in 2021, the numbers rose to 4,396 in 2022. So yung parang ang conclusion lang dyan, so kahit makita mo talaga yung numbers, parang yung nare-report sa hindi malaki.
Oo, diba?
Tsaka kung sa NCR, ganyan na kadami, ganyan na
One
kalala.
more sa buong Pinas,
Oo.
diba? At saka yun nga, nakikita mo na 26,000 yung reported cases, tapos 652 cases
Kaya,
lang
hindi
yung
man lang kinalahati.
diba?
Grabe.
Parang wala man lang sa kalahati, wala man lang
Wala
sa
talaga.
10%.
Kaya mas lalong nakaka-discourage for women to report,
Report,
their
exactly.
abusers kasi parang wala naman
Wala nangyayari.
Parang napaka-konti ng chance na magawan ng solusyon or mabigyan ng justice yung nangyari sa kanila. Given the data that we have.
And madami din nagkakaroon ng cases na when women report it, hindi lang sila pinapansin ng mga
Parang akala nila parang nagrereklamo lang for the sake na nagsumbong lang.
Tsaka parang mas, mas questionable pa sila dun sa pagre-report imbes na dun sa mismong act.
Yes.
Diba? Kaya talagang, frowned upon yung mga ganong situation. Parang imbes na paniwalaan, mas inaano pa. So, mas
Victim blaming.
Oo, victim blame sila.
Or
Exactly.
even to this day, nagkakaroon pa rin ng victim blaming kahit we live in a contemporary society. Di pa rin siya nawawala sa atin na parang bakit yung victim yung kailangan natin sisihin for what happened to them. Hindi naman nila yung ginusto. Especially for women. Both genders experience this violence. Gender-based violence nga, di ba?
Rampant pag women.
Yeah. Kasi syempre, considering na yung lumaki tayo sa society na patriarchal talaga.
Patriarchal.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Plus, despite, alam mo yung sa statistics na present natin, despite the decrease in number, talagang very high numbers pa rin
mataas
talaga
pa rin
yun.
talaga,
Kahit
no?
sabihin yung bumababa, it's still not a normal amount of number.
Gugulat ka pa rin talaga, bumaba na yan talaga.
So, statistics aside naman, let's dive deeper into the topic with our personal encounters. Pero, unfortunately, wala naman akong personal experience on
Fortunately.
violence. Yeah.
Fortunately!
Narinig
ko unfortunately.
Fortunately, yeah.
Nagulat ako. Unfortunately.
Pero it's one of the issue na hindi ko papalagpasin talaga every chance I get sa mga school project natin. I raise this topic not only para mag-increase ng awareness but also to create a safe space for discussion and to promote taking legal action. So, ayun, recently we made a social media campaign on being advocate sa isa sa mga course natin as a journalism student. So, ayun, we made, ang tawag dito, we made a social media campaign, so everything, may Facebook page, talagang more infos on being aware sa VAU cases and kung ano yung mga existing laws about it. But before we dive into that topic, let's take a short commercial break.
Pagputok ng umaga, mga kagaganap na balita, iraratrat na. Kasabay sa inyong almusal, mga impormasyong ilalatag na. Radyo Bandido Balita. Sa telebisyon, radyo at online media, mga isyong pambayan, malalaman nyo na. Radyo Bandido Balita. Radyo Bandido Balita. Kasama sina Felix Tambongco at Jimmy Mahusay at ang mga veteranong tagapag-ulat ng himpilan. Radyo Bandido Balita. Radyo Bandido Balita.
Litrato Philippines, hosted by Mike Francisco, showcases a variety of wonderful, uplifting beauty queens from all over the world. Philippine tourism, culture, and lifestyle, and issues being faced in our country. Catch them Monday to Friday on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido. Double R is now at Radio Bandido, an informative program that tackles all issues concerning all walks of life, delivering hottest issues and events, with health consultations on air and a lot more, with your host veteran newsman Ricky Sunga and master entrepreneur Ruel So. Double R sa Radio Bandido every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. You can catch Double R on DZRJ 8:10 a.m., Radio Bandido TV channel 224, TV Plus boxes, and streaming live on Facebook/DZRJ 8:10 a.m. and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 a.m. Radio Bandido.
And now we're back. This is Mau.
Si Mena.
I'm Kat.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Gia.
Okay, so medyo malalim na yung pinag-uusapan natin. So, before we dive deeper into the conversation, meron akong ibabalita sa inyo. So, since we're talking about women, this woman, artista siya, she graduated from college at 48 years old.
Yes.
Si Carla Estrada. So, she posted last year. I think
Carla.
Yeah, si Ma'am si Carla. Ano siya, from, I think, last year, nag-enroll siya dun sa government facilitated something na para siyang alternative learning system ata. Parang hindi mo na kailangan talagang to go through na 4-year course ng bachelor's degree. Talagang siya, parang isahang lang talaga. Tingnan niyo, 1 year nakatapos na siya. And which is nakakatuwa din kasi, alam mo yun, at that age, di ba, tinuloy niya pa rin pag-aaral. Nakakatuwa kasi maraming nababalitang artista ang ganyan ngayon. Like si AJ Raval, nagtapos ng high school, parang na siya mid-20s. And then si Jong Hilario din, di ba? 46, magna cum laude pa. So, nakakatuwa na
Age isn't
parang regardless of one's age, talagang if you want it, talagang
There's a will.
Yeah, there's a way.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so now na tapos tayo sa ating news, we will now move on to a game. Dahil medyo nahilo ko sa numbers. Pag-ulit natin. Okay, so this game is Never Have I Ever. I'm sure lahat tayo alam yan kasi mga chronically online.
Original.
Chronically online. Okay, so first, this will be about
This is connected
sa topic natin. Violence against women. So, first is never...
Wait lang, ilan to? Di ba we're supposed to put up our fingers?
I don't know. Four. Okay, four. Okay, so anyway, sorry. So, never have I ever been catcalled.
I have.
Di ba I have kapag magbabasa?
Yeah.
We all have.
We all have.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Ano ba?
Unfortunately. Okay, paano?
Ano ba? Anong gusto nyo? Anong experience?
Parang normally, pag lalabas ka as a girl,
nga parang uniform. Totoo
lalo
lang.
na around Espanya, girl, ang dami talaga.
Seryoso.
As in, naalala ko to, very vivid sa utak ko. Very usual siya, pero still vivid. After ko nun sa review center ko, nasa harap lang ako kasi kalye yun Alam, parang sa may lagpas ng Katip area, papunta Ortigas. No. Basta. Sorry. Tapos, nakatayo lang ako doon, naka-jacket ako, naka-pants. Kasi malamig doon sa review center ko Tapos, siguro nakalimang truck na dumadaan. Kinakat ko lang. Parang,
Wala talaga silang pinipiling damit, guys. Wala sa damit yan.
Kaya naka-uniform.
Naka-uniform. Magpa-jama ka, wala talaga. Meron ako yung recent lang yun yung parang pauwi ako na nasa Quiapo ako, tapos parang sumusunod yung enforcer nung naghahanap ako ng masasakyan. Talaga sumusunod siya. Hi ate.
Oh my God. Enforcer na yun,
Enforcer yun Kaya talaga mas lalo kong kinabahan kasi biruin mo,
Can't trust anyone.
oo. Ano na yun official na yun Tapos ganun pa. Kaya yun. Okay, next. Naiinis tuloy ako.
okay, never have I ever been slut-shamed.
Slut
I
shame.
think I have.
Hindi ko nga alam
Ako rin
bakit
ata.
Bait-bait
Ako rin
na
ata.
sure.
Paano kasi naman kapag
By your own excess.
Ano Ano ba? Paano ba yung experience mo?
Wala lang, parang because parang kapag yung group of friends mo mas leaning towards mga lalaki ganun, then yung ibang babae parang
Inaano ka?
Parang
Parang ano siya? Parang partial.
parang counted siya.
Counted siya.
Parang counted siya, ayun. So parang
Pangit pa dun, parang mostly babae pa din yun.
yeah, yung
ano, di ba?
ano nang hate towards you.
Also, ako lang ba, or may notion yung yung male Gen Z na when you go to clubs, parang
You're out there too.
Diba?
You're out there too.
I'm there to have fun, not to...
Yeah.
Diba? Why naman? Why naman sinishame ang mga...
And ang pinaka-common is kung ano yung pananamit mo.
Yeah.
What you wear. Like,
Maglabas ka lang ng konting
like, sinasabi na it's for men. It's for men's eyes.
Hindi ba
No, it's not for you.
Natin dito sa Pilipinas,
Excuse me, no?
wala tayong winter, no?
Kaya nga, tumatagaktak tayo pawis ka. Pwede ba?
So, alam mo yun, it's, parang ang funny na lang isipin na dahil lang sa pananamit, parang sabihin ka na you're very slutty or parang may pinapakitaan kang ganito, ganyan.
And you know, experience ko sometimes, like, yung mga bouncers mismo, parang sila yung may mga nasty looks, or like, aren't you supposed to protect the people in here? Bakit naman?
Kung kami ay very slutty, kayo ay very shallow.
Ilan na yung nakababa? Two na lang.
Dalawa na lang.
Okay, baba niyo.
Never have I ever been called weak because of my gender.
I have.
Well, by my own mother.
Siguro mostly sa family.
Yeah.
Parang pag sinasabi, lagi kasi ako nasasabi, lalo nung bata ko na ang sensitive ko daw. So parang kapag expressive kasi ako dati, nung bata. So parang nagiging weakness siya na ang expressive. Ang sensitive mo masyado. Ano ba yan? So parang konti lang iiyak ka na, konti lang ganyan. So parang feel ko part siya nun.
Part siya.
Ako nung bata ko, I really wanted to take taekwondo. Kasi yung dad ko was like, that's for men. Like, baka masasaktan ka kasi
Stereotypes.
like, mga babae daw, mahina. Basically, hindi daw kang ganun. So, yung mga dinala sa akin, mga typical na piano lesson, ballet.
May stereotype na talaga eh.
And it's self-defense, diba? Wala namang gender ng self-defense.
Actually,
By
kahit
my own
namang kahit namang anong sport siguro.
Yeah, totoo.
So, it really comes from kahit sa family mo, sa friends mo, strangers. It comes from everyone yung thinking na pina-follow nila yung gender stereotypes. So, isa pa to. Isang last natin, never have I ever lost an opportunity in school or work because of my gender.
Parang wala pa naman ako.
I don't think directly sa akin, but
Directly,
it's true na
Parang nangyayari
minsan talaga yung presented opportunity, parang first choice, not women. For sports, for representing the school, kunyari, ganun. It's
Pero tignan nyo naman kasi yung mga nagtatrive usually, it's women. True. Slave.
okay, so now. Ayun na.
Okay, so going back, speaking about gender stereotypes, isa yun actually sa mga root causes na cause ng society kung bakit nagkakaroon ng violence against women. So, one factor that contributes to violence against women is gender stereotyping. So, ano nga ba yan? It is a socially constructed notion that generalizes the roles, views, or attributes of men or women that can be both positive and negative. So, sa side naman ng positive, pwedeng masabi na women can be defined as caring, but on the negative side naman, women can be also defined as weak. For the longest time, society has dictated men to be physically strong and aggressive, di ba? Parang masculinity, yung so-called patriarchal roles. While women are expected to follow men because they are the superior gender. So, with these gender expectations, it makes it more likely for women to be abused. Kasi society has even accepted it at times and excused it. Kasi yun yung they believe is...
Before we were using Monday.com, our team was drowning.
Cha-cha Hinmo Baby, is a news-oriented program that tackles topical issues and headlines with the support of DZRJ field reporters. Hosted by the legendary 𝗩𝗵𝗲𝗀𝗲, Monday to Friday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus Boxes, Digital Free-to-Air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and on YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido. 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯𝗲 with host Sunny Ilustre digs into current events and human interests. All viewers and listeners are invited to take part in the discussion. All opinions are welcome and respected. 𝗖𝗵𝗲𝗯𝗲 is open to assist those experiencing injustice. The motto of the show is, if God is with us, who is against us? Seen every Saturday from 4 to 5 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus Boxes, Digital Free-to-Air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, or on YouTube, channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido. Join Arnel Doria as he explores the world of travel, transportation, road safety, and the environment. Tune in to Good Trip every Saturday at 1 to 2 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus Boxes, Digital Free-to-Air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido.
Serbisyo publiko ba ang hanap mo? Programang tutulong at aalalay sa iyo. Tuwing linggo, Carmen Ignacio, Mark Anthony Ignacio, Miss Teresita Amansek, Malasaki Kapwa. 2 oras ng aksyon, ng tulong, ng puso. Malasaki Kapwa. 1:00 hanggang 3:00 ng hapon. Malasaki Kapwa. Mapapanood at mapakikinggan sa DZRJ 810 AM sa Radyo Bandido TV, TV Plus Boxes, Sky Cable Channel 224, Digital Free-to-Air Channel 29, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM at sa YouTube channel
DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido.
Malasakit Kapwa. Aksyon, tulong, puso, Malasakit Kapwa.
Good News Pilipinas with host Francis de Guzman is advocacy in action, which brings to you exclusives to enhance life's values that really matter. This program also brings forth guideposts on scriptural truths, giving hope to nations. Watch and listen on Radio Bandido TV every Sunday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. on Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus Boxes, Digital Free-to-Air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido.
UGM, Ugnayang Gobyerno at Mamamayan, ang programang humuhugot sa mga isyung may kinalaman sa pang-araw-araw nating buhay at tumatalakay sa halo-halong usapin na may kabuluhan sa ating lahat at may pake sa bawat isang mamamayan. Ginagawa ang pagtatalakay sa istilong umpukan at masayang kwentuhan. Bukod sa mga balita ni Mastermind 𝗪𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗏, hinihimay din ng UGM kung bakit mahalaga sa atin ang mga desisyon ng gobyerno at kung ano ang magiging epekto nito sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay. Nagbibigay impormasyon din kung ano-ano at aling-aling ahensya ang pwedeng tumulong at tumugon sa problema ng mga mamamayan. Nagbibigay din ng kaalaman ang UGM sa mga bagay na may kinlaman sa pagmamay-ari ng lupa upang magkaroon ng kalasag ang mga iligal na pinapaalis, dinedemolis at inaagawan ng lupa ng mga land grabbers. Kaya wag tantanan ang UGM, Ugnayang Gobyerno at Mamamayan. Tumutok sa Radio Bandido TV para informed ka. Watch Monday to Friday
Except Tuesdays on Radio Bandido TV,
Channel 224 Sky Cable, free to air Channel 29, TV Plus boxes, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook/DZRJ 810 AM, and on YouTube channel
DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido. Fierce, fast, and on the go. Reporters Hour, hosted by 𝗩𝗶𝗯𝗲. Meet the fearless reporters of Teleradio Bandido TV. Celestino Jojo Sicat, Vance Fernandez, Jong Manlapas, Jimmy Mahusay, Felix Tambongco, and Romel Madrigal. During a crisis, you need timely and up-to-date reports on Radio Bandido TV daily, plus on Reporters Hour on Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, digital free-to-air Channel 29, DZRJ 810 AM, Facebook.com/DZRJ 810 AM, and on YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM, Radio Bandido.
Nilaunch kaming social media campaign dati for a school project. And nakapag-interview kami doon ng VOC desk worker. So, if you don't know that, yung VOC desk are established at barangay level. So, ito yung frontline for victims of abuse. So, almost 30,000 barangays out of 42,045 have established VOC desk according to the latest statistics from Philippine Commission on Women in June 2019. So, base doon, no, talagang effective yung VOC desk para sa pag-report ng mga cases. And ang naging currently kinakaharap na problem now is not the reporting but yung pag-take ng legal action after reporting. Because most na nagre-report ng mga case, ayaw na nilang ituloy dahil may rigorous process pa nga daw. So, it's exhausting for them. Not only, yung bravery nila hanggang pag-report na lang. Ayaw na nila mag-take ng further legal action.
Kasi nga, yun nga, mahaba yung process. And ano ko din yan, naririnig ko din yan kasi yung mom ko is chief siya ng Women and Children Protection sa May-Amin, sa Pasig. And talagang naririnig ko yung mga nagre-report doon, minsan hindi na talaga nila tinutuloy kasi nga ang haba ng proseso. Tapos nakikipag-areglo na lang. Biruin mo, yung anak mo ni-rape, tapos parang ang ending,
sometimes na yung offenders pa yung nananalo sa court.
Oo, yun nga eh. Kaya alam mo yun, ayun ang pangit din talaga sa justice system natin eh, kasi talagang apektado lahat. Okay, and then we also have the RA-10354, also known as the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012. So while this is not specifically focused on violence against women, this law addresses issues related to reproductive health, maternal care, and family planning, which are vital for women's well-being and empowerment. Okay, so before we proceed, we will have a short commercial break.
Chit Chat with Double V with host Vivian Velez is a program that breaks down important national concerns, events, and stories, featuring newsmaker interviews and compelling features to add context, clarity, and answer the questions on your mind. Every Sundays from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on Radio Bandido TV, Channel 224 Sky Cable, TV Plus boxes, GMA Affordable Box, Easy Box, and all DTT boxes. Simulcast on DZRJ 810 AM. Seen on Facebook/DZRJ 810 AM and YouTube channel DZRJ 810 AM Radio Bandido.
Magandang araw po. Ako si Jude at your service. Samahan niyo po ako sa mga kwentuhang lokala, turismo, at usapang serbisyo ng buhay at kabuhayan, kalusugan at kalikasan, kultura kultura, sining at kasaysayan dito sa Bayan ni Juan. Sa bayang mapapakinggan at mapapanood sa DZRJ 8:10 AM ang Radyo Bandido sa Metro Manila. DZRJ Radyo Bandido TV, available sa Sky Cable Channel 224 at sa mga digital box ng GMA Afford Box, ABS-CBN TV Plus Box, Sulit TV Box ng TV5, live sa Facebook, www.facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 AM at DZRJ 8:10 AM Radyo Bandido sa YouTube channel tuwing araw ng linggo alas 3 hanggang alas 4 ng hapon dito sa Bayan ni Juan.
Contra Birada is back on Radio Bandido TV, simulcast on DZRJ 8:10 AM. Hosted by former spokesperson and chief legal counsel of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, attorney Salvador Sal Panelo. Watch and listen as he talks about the latest news topics and events. Monday to Friday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. on Sky Cable Channel 224, all DTT boxes, Facebook.com/DZRJ 8:10 AM, and YouTube channel DZRJ 8:10 AM Radio Bandido.
Our podcast, this is Mau.
Si Mena.
I'm Kat.
I'm Sophia.
And I'm Gia.
So, no commercial break, may nakwento ka sa amin about the laws we were discussing kanina.
So, given the aforementioned laws nga, ang dami nun, di ba? Pero unfortunately, violence against women, they still happen talaga. And can I just say, Mau and I were talking ng commercial break, I feel like it also has to do something, yung makalumang mindset na stereotypes. I feel like it also has to do something with the Philippines being a Catholic country, very religious tayo. And in the Bible, that's what it says, na women should follow their husband's lead. Na parang women are submissive according to the Bible. And you know naman, Filipinos tend to overanalyze the Bible. And there's nothing wrong with being religious. Pero I feel like, ayun nga, like, hindi naman literal yun nandun. Hindi naman isa sa buhay sa lahat ng aspects.
Belief mo nandun lang,
Yeah,
hindi ka
true.
mag-grow. Tsaka yung parang point na tama, parang gusto mo kasi, parang gusto mo na tama, parang nagiging parang hypocrite ka.
Yes.
Na parang sinasabi mo, parang masyadong silang hinuhusgahan, pero hindi mo alam yung ginagawa mo rin.
Justifying
Mali
your
din.
actions using yung Bible, justify mo. Kasi in the Bible, ganyan. Like, I've heard a lot of mga ganong situations sa family ko kasi very religious sila. And yun. That's all I'm gonna say. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mother.
Hi, Tita!
Hello, Tita.
Actually, if we trace back yung mga cases on violence against women, malamang, hindi pa tayo pinapanganak talaga. Meron na. Or kahit yung mga kaninuan natin. Talagang, even before, hindi recognized dati na
Nasa top ng family tree. Nangyayari na yun.
from the root talaga.
Maria Clara nga, di ba?
That's one example na known yung libro, pero not known yung case na ang takeaway kasi nila kay Maria Clara, she's the image of Filipino women. Yeah, but sino nag-acknowledge na she was a victim of abuse as well, di ba? Parang hindi masyado na-discuss yung that aspect of Maria Clara.
And also yung mom niya, di ba? Na
Feel ko there's something talaga about women na like, nahihiya silang aminin na that happened to them. Like, ako at least, sana hindi nanonood yun natin. Sana walang nanonood. Pero ako at least, I was like ashamed to admit that I was a victim of that. Kasi given na parang...
Hindi kasi, siguro kaya rin nahihiya na maging sabihin na victim ka. Kasi nga parang
hindi ko matanggap. And like, given na parang I was associated with a person like that, and I tolerated it kasi I was protecting him. So parang, ngayon, I'm more ashamed na ginawa ko yun. Sana I nag-speak up.
Yeah. Tsaka minsan kasi, you're unsure kung violence ba itong ginagawa sa akin.
Ginagaslight ko na actually.
Kasi lalo na with your partner, iniisip mo na you love the person. So parang,
kaya binubugbog niya ako daw.
mahal niya ako kaya, love. Tough love. Pero, hindi. So,
tawanan yung ano.
Sometimes.
Love language namin magbugbugan. Physical touch.
Physical touch ang love language.
Derogatory.
Physical touch.
So, yun nga. Sometimes.
Yung nakakatawa, guys.
Yeah.
Tawa lang kami. Kasi experience nila, tinatawanan nila. Coping mechanism namin tawanan yung mga hardships. Pero hindi po kami natatawa kung na-experience yun din. We're not invalidating. For you.
So, yun nga guys, sometimes parang nandun tayo sa clouded mind natin when we're with our significant other or when we're with the people that we love, na parang hindi natin sure kung violence ba itong ginagawa niya sa akin? Like, kung physical ba or kung words or
minsan yung sinasabi, this is normal in a relationship. It's not normal, guys.
Normal. And I guess it comes with age na rin. Kasi when you're 16, what do you know about love? You have a very twisted notion on love when you're young. And guys, it's not love.
Yeah. And if alam mo yun, parang kahit sumagi lang sa mind mo na may ginawa ba to sa akin gaya na to na violates my rights as a human being, hindi lang as a woman, parang you should know na yes, he did. No excuses with that.
Stop gaslighting yourselves.
Huwag may gaslight na, binubog ko na nga, hindi, ano yun, ano yun talaga.
Hindi, may ginawa din kasi ako. I can change him.
Look at me. I will fix him. I will fix him.
Oh my goodness.
Mga ganun. Ate, hindi mo ma-fix.
Guys, learn to forgive yourselves din. Kasi we were young.
Hindi natin alam yun.
Hindi, actually, alam mo.
Actually, hindi, syempre, since bata tayo, parang ano no, affected yung mga decision making natin is parang
hindi pa fully mature yung utak natin to grasp that.
It takes time.
Forgive yourselves also for letting that happen to you. I forgive you.
I forgive you. Hug yourself, guys. Hug yourself.
We're not blaming you. Talagang
Forgive your
actually namin kayo, parang naiintindihan namin kayo kasi some here were in that situation, so yeah.
Kasi when you're in that situation, it's hard to realize na you're actually in it. Diba? Pag nakalabas ka na sa situation, ma-realize, teka, hindi normal yun Ba't niya ako inaano?
Parang na rin kasi, ma-realize mo, too late na.
Yeah, it's too late, guys.
Pero yun.
Pero alam niyo, after acknowledging the situation and saying it out loud, may pa rin na stigma bumabalik pa rin yung stigma sa women na after mong i-acknowledge na victim ka of abuse, parang lalo kang magbumukhang weak to others. Yung tingin nila sa'yo, alam mo yun, parang something to make pity
makes
out.
me less of a woman if
parang
it happens to me.
May ganun stigma nga
Parang they take pity on you pag nalalaman.
So, lalong nagbumukhang weak yung image mo as women because you let it happen and it took you so long to
open up,
say about it.
So sometimes since ang tagal na nga, kung kailan ready ka na mag-speak out, they're like, ba't ngayon lang nangyari ba talaga yan? Oo, nangyari yan.
Ate, nasang society ka? Hindi ka ba aware na ganito ang ating mga natin sa...
Tsaka yung acceptance sa mga nagawa sa'yo, it really takes a long time to let it in, to let it digest sa sarili mo, na accept na this happened and kung anong pwede mong gawin with it. So, hindi dapat natin nire-rush, especially yung mga victims of these kinds of abuses, regardless of kung anong form.
How small or how big. Kasi, like sa situation ko before, I'm like, hindi naman siya fully bugbugan, so... Baka hindi yun violence.
Tita! Tita! Si ano po yan?
Okay, stop na.
Literally nag-stop. Hindi, pero ayun nga. Ano ba sasabihin ko tuloy kasi? Parang siguro part din nung
part kasi ng acceptance process is yung parang pag-deny sa
Denial stage.
Stages yan.
Ito talaga yung denial stage before fully acknowledging na oo nga no, I was
sarili sound effect.
the sound effects is just coming out. Pero ayun nga, parang
progress kasi is not linear. Sometimes you feel like, ay, nakakabukoy na ako.
Tapos parang mag-relapse ko ulit na.
Baka hindi niya sinasadyang bigatan yung kamay niya.
Baka naman!
Baka naman kape, no?
Baka akala niya, pintulang yung braso ko.
Baka naman kasi may ginawa din ako para gawin niya.
Baka ako yung nag-trigger sa kanya manakit. Anong violente ka lang talaga?
Ay, totoo, violente lang talaga siya.
Kasi violence is never an answer, guys. Communication dapat.
Kaya, alam niyo yun, kapag super surprising super surprising siya when it comes from a person na hindi mo talaga ina-expect kasi super bait niya, super kalmado siya, super collected siyang tao.
May kalokohan.
So, kapag yun yung mahirap na parang maisip po na gato naman siyang tao, baka nadala lang siya sa situation.
May isip talaga.
Pero, dadala man sa situation or what, that's still part of who he is. How he reacts sa situation na yun, sa anger niya, sa emotions niya, lahat ng yun. That's who he is. Maybe he made a mistake, pero that's still, he still did something to you. And, alam mo yun, you should not excuse that ever pa rin.
Yeah, and if he did it one time and tinolerate mo, he'll probably do it another time. And sige, go.
Kaya
Hanggang
sana
na-tolerate
parang,
niya.
parang sana makahanap tayo ng mga tao na pwede talaga nating sabihan. Yung parang emotional, yung support talaga. Kasi minsan talagang nag-uumpisa din sa friends na pag nalaman na, si ganito, ginaganyan, parang i-enable pa. Kasi may chance na may tinotolerate, hanggang sa parang kahit lumala na, hindi mo pa rin papaniwalaan. Lalo na kung sabihin natin may image siya na si ganito, ganyan.
Especially when you and your partner are like in the same circle. So parang it's hard to open up about it kasi like you have the same set of friends. So unless you get
parang
out
may iba
of
silang pagkakakilala dun sa
Yeah.
partner mo na, ay, hindi niya magagawa yan. Nagawa niya nga eh.
Maniwala ka.
Maniwala ka naman, ano?
So ayun.
Pero besides sa mga significant other, it also happens within the family eh. Yung mga violence na kahit from your father, from your uncles, maraming cases na yan na mga dads or titos na nire-rape yung mga batang
baby.
Yeah, baby or mga toddlers or kahit anong age, guys. Kahit yung mga animals eh.
Yeah,
alam mo yun, di ba? Kahit mga animals, it still happens. So, hindi siya safe. Sorry. Hindi siya
safe.
Yeah. Hindi safe talaga na magkaroon pa rin tayo ng ganitong mindset when it comes to violence against women, yung gender-based violence.
It's even harder talaga pag yung family setting. Because if relative mo yung mismong involved dun sa
mahirap
situation,
lalo mag-open up.
Sa kanina mo sasabihin siya, di ba? Plus, ayun nga, may nabanggit kanina ni Gia yung about image. So, if kilala siyang mabuting tao, if you say something na contradicting to that, then ikaw yung parang magmumukhang
Imbis na sila yung
liar.
pagdalawang isipan, ikaw.
It's your fault. Sabi, like, lalo na talaga pag kilala siya.
Oo, diba? Yun yung mahirap din.
Nakaka-discourage talaga speak up.
Okay, so now, talking about that, given na lahat tayo babae rito, we are at least, yun nga, dami nating nasabi, we are at least informed about the perpetuation of violence against women in our country. However, my goal is to make this episode resonate with men as well. I aim to inspire men to join us as allies in the fight against violence against women. This campaign is inclusive and is open to everyone. It's about fostering a united front. Since women are mostly oppressed and abused by men, women are seen as weak. So therefore, yung mga nag-act as feminine, kahit basta mga men, gays and everything, parang abused din sila. Din sila ng gantong violence, ganong acts na experience din nila. So I encourage them to promote healthy masculinity, challenge yung mga toxic mindsets, harmful behaviors, thoughts, ideas rather than tolerating them. Also, practice asking for consent. Nabubulol na ako.
Yeah, consent is very important, guys.
So, yeah.
Pwede na kitang bugbog.
Okay, so yun nga. Other na natutunan ko from our discussion is, us women, we have been abused and other women
Hindi po nakakatawa tong episode nito, pero natatawa kami.
Women have experienced abuse, oppression, and all forms of violence for a long time.
Okay.
And based on our discussion, it is deeply rooted in our history. As we live in the modern world where the societies Sorry.
Okay, go.
Mindset. Yes.
Yes, the mindset on gender equality continues to progress. We should also continue to do our part to promote our advocacy so that we can reach our common goal of diminishing gender-based violence. One's gender or sexual orientation should not be a means to be used as a way to violate people's rights.
The views and comments of the hosts and guests are not necessary.